Musicians, artists, producers, singers, going into 2026, you're going to need to be able to engage an audience across socials. If you're going to hold people's attention long enough for them to connect with the music, you need to be creating a strong narrative. And what that means is you need to be really fucking clear on what your story is. Too many musicians I'm talking with, they think about the cover art and forget about the social aesthetics, or they obsess whether or not they're going to be talking to camera on TikTok and Instagram, but they're not thinking enough about the bigger story they're telling, and so on. Now, it's no surprise, this is not your first passion in most cases, and I'm going to unpack here how you get started in 2026, so you could see your audience explode, connect, and ultimately listen to the music. I was an artist in a critically successful band for around a decade before working behind the scenes in the industry for 15 years, most recently as VP of Artist Support at a label called AWOL under Sony. I now run a platform called The Team Around You that connects artists with A&R, managers, marketing experts and so on. What this boils down to, if you don't know who you are, what you're about, what your lane is, then neither does anyone else. And now that matters because it makes it harder for them to talk about you, harder for press to write about you, and harder for the industry to get their head around you. It's bigger than the music now. Recently I sat with an artist who had legitimate concerns that maybe they're just another singer-songwriter. How on earth were they going to stand out? So in 45 minutes we got crystal clear on what they enjoyed doing most as an artist, what their passions were, where they felt most alive as a creator, and what was a bit different about them. This meant content creation becomes 1,000 times easier. Turns out the artist had 3 very clear channels. As a creative lyricist, they were letting people into stories around their personal life and emotional journey and relationships in a very unusually candid way. They had a real pull towards being in nature and being outside, me too, and part of their origin story had been through quite a complicated, interesting guitar playing, like very intricate stuff. So their artist pillars became centred around gentle, tender sharing of the lyrics and feelings behind the songs, an aesthetic that drew from nature and was shot in nature, and occasional indulgent video of the guitar playing, whether specifically live or not didn't matter. So after this one meeting, we had a very clear idea, and it was very cohesive and easy to understand when it came to output. People who watch one video and like it are really likely to enjoy all of the videos they make because they're all pulling from these same channels. So that's the job of work ahead of you. If you feel like you might like some help with that, then it's something, like I've said, I do. Also, Beth Cherry does. Both of us are available to connect with on theteamaroundyou.com. It's a platform, like I mentioned at the beginning, that connects artists with music industry experts. So if you'd like help going through this, hit us up. You can either DM me or hit the link in my bio. Good luck.